Hello, welcome to our classes. I'm Dr. K. Misra. This video tutorial is on multiple choice questions on goods and services tax. This is part 5. Now come to the question. Question number 1. A person liable to pay tax under reverse charge mechanism A. Cannot opt for composition. B. Cannot opt for composition. C. Cannot collect GST. D. Cannot collect composite tax. Now, two options are the same, but here option A is correct, cannot opt for composition. Now, question number 2. Composition scheme is available only for options are A. Interstate supplies, B. B2B supplies, C. Intra-state supplies, D. E-commerce operators. The correct option is C. Intra-state supplies. Question number 3. If the person has interstate transactions, composition scheme is options are A. Not allowed, B. Optional, C. Compulsory, D. None of the above. Here correct option is A. Not allowed. 4. In order to adopt composition scheme by more than one registered persons having the same payment permanent account number, turnover of options are A. All must be less than rupees 1 crore, B. At least one must be below rupees 1 crore, C. All must be more than rupees 20 lakh, D. At least one must be less than rupees 20 lakh. Here correct option is A. All must be less than rupees 1 crore. 5. Persons eligible for composition levy include A. A casual taxable person, B. A non-resident taxable person, C. Person who has interstate trade, D. Person with turnover of less than rupees 1 crore. Here correct option is D. Person with turnover of less than rupees 1 crore. 6. Hotels eligible for composition scheme shall be liable to pay tax at the rate of options are A. 5%, B. 1%, C. 18%, D. 12%. The correct option is A. 5%. 7. GST applicable on 5-star hotel restaurants is options are A. 5%, B. 18%, C. 28%, D. 40%. Correct option is B. 18%. A. Time of supply means the date of issue of invoice or date of payment. Options are A. Whichever is earlier, B. Whichever is later, C. Any of the two, D. None of the above. So here correct option is A. Whichever is earlier. 9. In respect of the additional payment for value of supply like interest, late fee, etc., the time of supply is options are A. Date additional payment, B. Date of original payment, C. Date on which supply was received, D. Any date at the option of the supplier. The correct option is A. Date additional payment. 10. Mr. C sold goods worth rupees 30,000 to Mr. D on 5th of August 2017, which were sent on 6th of August 2017, the invoice date being 15th of August 2017, and the goods were received by Mr. D on 5th of September 2017. Now, time of supply here is options are A. 5th of August 2017, B. 6th of August 2017, C. 15th of August 2017, D. 5th of September 2017. The correct option is C. 15th of August 2017. 11. Mr. Kumar sold goods worth rupees 40,000 to Mr. Lalu on 2nd of August 2017, but the payment was received from Mr. Lalu on 2 October 2017. The time of supply is options are A. 2nd of August 2017, B. 2nd of October 2017, C. Either 2/8/2017 or 2/10/2017 or none of these. So the correct option is A. 2nd of August 2017. 12. If it is not possible to determine the time of supply, the time of supply shall be, options are A, decided by the supplier, B, decided by the recipient, C, date of entry in the books of recipient, D, date of entry in the books of supplier. The correct option is C, date of entry in the books of recipient. 13. Under GST, law value of supply, A, shall not include GST paid, B, shall include GST paid, C, shall include taxes other than GST, D, shall not include any tax. The correct option is C, shall include taxes other than GST. 14. Under GST law, value of supply shall, options are A, include incidental expenses, B, not include incidental expenses, C, include charges only after payment by the recipient, D, include after payment by supplier. The correct option is A, include incidental expenses. 15. Interest, late fee or penalty for delayed payment of any consideration is, options are A, included in value of supply, B, not included in value of supply, C, included if the recipient requests, D, included at the option of the supplier. The correct option is A, included in value of supply. 16. When the supply of goods or services is for a consideration not wholly in money, the value of the supply shall be, options are A, value declared by the supplier, B, value declared by the recipient, C, often market value of such supply, D, none of these. The correct option is C, open market value of such supply. 17. A new mobile handset is supplied for rupees 10,000, exchanging an old phone. Without exchange offer, the price of handset is rupees 25,000. Market value of similar phone is rupees 20,000. What is the value of supply? So here options are A, rupees 10,000, B, rupees 20,000, C, rupees 25,000, D, either rupees 25,000 or rupees 20,000. Your correct option is C, rupees 25,000. 18. A laptop is supplied receiving rupees 30,000 and a mobile phone worth rupees 20,000. Value of supply here is, options are A, rupees 20,000, B, rupees 30,000, C, rupees 50,000, D, rupees 10,000. The correct option is C, rupees 50,000. 19. Tax paid on goods or services involved in supply is called A, output tax, B, input tax, C, composite tax, D, reverse tax. The correct option is B, input tax. 20. Tax collected at the time of supply of goods or services is called A, output tax, B, input tax, C, composite tax, D, reverse tax. The correct option is A, output tax. 21. Input tax credit is allowed to A, anyone who has paid tax, B, any registered person, C, any composite dealers, D, any dealer under GST. Here correct option is D, any dealer under GST. 22. Input tax credit shall be allowed only on the support of A, delivery note, B, payment slip, C, credit note, D, tax invoice. Here correct option is D, tax invoice. 23. Input tax credit shall be allowed only against A, any tax payable, B, output tax, C, composite tax, D, refund. The correct option is B, output tax. 24. But the goods are received in lots or installments, input tax credit can be claimed A, upon receipt of first lot, B, upon receipt of the last lot, C, any time at the option of the supplier, D, after full payment of price. The correct option is B, upon receipt of the last lot. 25. But a recipient fails to pay the price within 180 days from the date of issue of invoice, he shall be liable to pay input tax credit to the government with dash percent interest. A, 10%, B, 12%, C, 18%, D, none of these. The correct option is C, 18%. 26. Input tax credit of an invoice can be availed within a period of dash or the 30th September following the year of invoice, whichever is earlier. So here options are A 2 years, B 1 year, C 6 months, D 3 months. The correct option is B 1 year. 27. If goods or services are partly used for business purposes and partly for other purposes, input tax credit A can be fully claimed, B can be partly claimed, C cannot be claimed, D not applicable. The correct option is B can be partly claimed. 28. Input tax credit is not available for A services, B zero rated supplies, C taxable supplies, D exempt supplies. Correct option is D exempt supplies. 29. Input tax credit is not available for supplies to A SEG, B exports, C provide non-taxable services, D produce taxable goods. The correct option is C provide non-taxable services. 30. Input tax for personal vehicles A can be claimed by any dealer, B blocked credit, C can be claimed by GST dealers, D can be claimed by any person. The correct option is B blocked credit. So this was all about this video tutorial. I hope that you have liked it, and if you have liked it, please do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel R classes and press the bell button so that you keep on getting notifications of the further uploads and passed on to others, those who are needy now and in the future. I know that you are to write your examinations very soon. More video tutorials on other management subjects, interview questions, developing personality and soft skills are available. Now, thank you. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Best of luck.